All right. So wherever you are, we're here to play our hearts out for you guys. The story is very simple. This thing came out a while ago. It's been doing beyond our wildest dreams, and it's mostly thanks to you guys. That's very much appreciated. This album kind of saved my life in many, many ways. Gave me a reason to get back to living. And this song we just played is the title track, and it kind of sums up the whole thing of reaching for something and fighting for optimism, really, which kind of seems forever relevant. I'm sure you know what I mean. So if you haven't had a minute to check it out, I'd really love for you to listen to it. It's called Let Love Rule. It's out on the best label in the world, which is Ropeadope Records. I'm sure you know that as well. The next track is going to be the second track on the next album. We just recorded it yesterday. It doesn't have a title yet, so if you have an idea, please, in comments. The working title is called Jabali, which is the nickname of one of my mentors, the one and only Billy Hart. So this is Jabali. Thanks so much for listening. Before I let you go, I'm going to tell you that with me are the greats, Paul Kleber at the bass. And playing this like there's no tomorrow, Tobias Backhaus at the drums. right, thanks again to Paul Kleber at the bass. Amazing solo about Tobias Backhaus. Tobias Backhaus. This is a very, very special moment for me because I get to welcome. We're talking about a friend of. I mean, this is running 20 years now. This is a guy that I've been looking up to since 2001 or 2, since I met him in New York. He's pretty out of this world. You're gonna hear it in a second. Please give a welcome to Torsten Goods. All right, Torsten. So when I met Torsten in New York, we went to school together. He was one of the most amazing guitarists that I've heard, and a couple of years after, he puts out a record and he sings like an angel, which was unbelievably mind-blowing to me, being the absolute late bloomer that I am, for him to have that much going on so early on. It moved on to record more and more and more. We'll talk about it in a minute, but this is one of my favorites of his works, and this is called Falling in Love with Love.
Hello, everybody. I gotta say hello first. Gotta say a couple of words before I sing, so I don't go quite cold. Actually, Paul, why don't you play a little intro so I don't come in really cold? This is Falling in Love with Love. Nice to be here. Thank you, Dekel. Falling in love with love is playing for make-believe. Falling in love with love is playing the fool. Learning to trust is such an uneasy fashion. Learning trust just for children in school. I fell in love one night when the moon was full. I wasn't wise with eyes unable to see. I fell in love with love everlasting, but love fell out with me. Oh, falling in love with love is falling for make-believe. Falling in love with love is playing the fool. Learning to trust is such an uneasy fashion. Learning to trust is such for children in school. I fell in love one night when the moon was full, and I wasn't wise with eyes unable to see. Oh, falling in love with love everlasting, but love fell out with me. Falling in love with love is playing the fool. Learning to trust is such an uneasy fashion. Learning to trust is just for children in school. I fell in love one night when the moon was full. I wasn't wise with eyes unable to see. Falling in love with love is all everlasting. But love fell out with, love fell out with, love fell out with me. Love fell out with me.
Torsten Goods, oh my God. So Torsten, if you don't mind, I gotta ask you a couple of questions. There's this thing that we kind of lost touch for a minute, and all of a sudden you were this raging band leader, vocalist, composer, arranger, mad guitarist. I mean, when was the point where you're thinking, I'm gonna try singing and see what it feels like?
Well, I was actually always singing. I was singing in my first heavy metal band when I was 14, 15. This is way before the new school.
That I didn't know.
So, but I was not singing that well. I wasn't that good.
Wow.
And then I practiced a lot of guitar, and I think I played a little better when I was 19. When we met, I played better guitar. The singing was not quite as good, but I was always singing. But in New York, I didn't dare to sing because there's so many amazing singers.
Right.
And I played in this church, you know, in this gospel church. Played with this guy Daniel Jones. Remember Daniel?
Yeah,
of
course.
And so they all sung amazing, and I just listened. I didn't sing. I just listened, and I learned a lot. So, and then I went back to Europe, went back here, and I started singing more.
And you just you put like time. I mean, how do you practice? This is not something you can learn to sing like this.
You gotta play gigs. Is my experience.
Right. What is that? What is that? It rings a distant bell. The idea.
Exactly. Yeah. What was that again?
So
well, now we're playing a gig. But
there we are. So we're gonna continue as Torsten was my absolute favorite guitarist. We're gonna continue with an instrumental that's a very, very, very dear to me. That actually Torsten recorded, and I urge you to go and seek out some of Torsten's albums. He recorded about 6 of them. He won unbelievable awards for them, Echo Jazz Awards, and also amazing stuff. So this is on one of his albums, and it's very, very dear to my heart. This is called Afro Blue, and I'm gonna let Tobias Backhaus open. Torsten Goods. Amazing, right? So I'm gonna let you guys know there's gonna be a comment on the on one of the comments that's gonna give you a link to go to Stage It. We're gonna continue the second set there. Some more originals, a couple more standards, some more of the amazing singing of Torsten Goods. I'd like to thank Shure for hosting us and for making us sound the best you could ever make us sound. And our home away from home, JazzTimes magazine, for giving us a home for this. And my home everywhere, Ropeadope Records. So once again, at the drums, Tobias Backhaus. At the bass, Kleber. My name is Dekel Bor. My new album is out on Ropeadope. It's called Let Love Rule. I'd love for you to listen to it. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be here every week. And to this week's very, 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 very extra special guest, Torsten Goods. So stay safe. Join us on Stage It. And we're looking forward to playing the second set for you. I think we have 60 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay. Let me do anthropology? Yeah? Oni Masha, huh? So does that from JazzTimes still work? Does the JazzTimes so now we're off JazzTimes and we're moving to Stage It, and they're going to pay tickets for it. Alex, are we ready to go on? All right. So welcome to the second set. We're super happy to be playing for you all. The next song, I think it was Torsten's idea. One of my favorite Charlie Parker tunes. I could never play enough Charlie Parker. It's really kind of unbelievable. This guy reinvented jazz for eternity. So this is Anthropology. Thanks for coming with us. Maybe 2. What? 2.